Fedor Emelianenko's shocking MMA departure. Have you ever witnessed the fall of a giant? The sudden departure of a legend that leaves a void nothing else can fill. Today, we're diving deep into the world of mixed martial arts to talk about just such a moment: Fedor Emelianenko's shocking exit from the sport. Why did the man many consider the greatest heavyweight in MMA history decide to hang up his gloves? Let's unravel the tape. Before we start the video, please subscribe to our channel to stay updated about our latest updates. The rise of the last emperor. Before we can understand the impact of his departure, we must first appreciate the legacy of Fedor Emelianenko. Known as the last emperor, Fedor's reign over the heavyweight division was both dominant and unparalleled. Hailing from the harsh winters of Russia, he combined Sambo, a Russian martial art, with judo and boxing, crafting an in-ring style that was both ferocious and tactically brilliant. His ability to remain calm under pressure earned him a nearly mythical status among fight fans and fellow fighters alike. Dominance in the ring. Emelianenko's record speaks volumes. A multi-year unbeaten streak, with victories over some of the biggest names in the sport. From knocking out giants to submitting seasoned grapplers, Fedor faced and conquered various styles, proving his versatility and right to be called one of the best ever. His fights in Pride FC, where he remained undefeated, are still talked about in reverent tones to this day. The MMA community was rocked on a seemingly ordinary day when Fedor announced his retirement unexpectedly. The news came right after another victorious bout, leaving fans and analysts stunned. What prompted this decision at the height of his career? Was it the wear and tear of countless battles, the desire for a new chapter in life, or something more personal? The speculation was rampant, the speculations and theories. Following Fedor Emelianenko's retirement, the MMA community was abuzz with theories. Some believed that the accumulation of injuries over the years pushed him to step back. Others speculated that the evolving landscape of the sport, with increasingly competitive and younger fighters, might have influenced his decision. Whatever the reasoning, his retirement sparked widespread debate over the future of the heavyweight division and the physical costs of the sport. Fedor's impact on MMA was not confined to his global presence. It had a profound effect on the Russian MMA scene. He was more than a fighter. He was a beacon for many young athletes in Russia. His success inspired a generation to take up the sport, leading to a significant increase in the popularity and development of MMA in Russia. This surge has seen Russia producing more high-caliber fighters, continuing the legacy of excellence that Fedor started. The business behind the departure. Fedor's retirement was not just a personal decision. It had considerable business implications. As a major draw card, his departure affected ticket sales, viewership, and sponsor interest in events he would have participated in. This shift forced promotions to reevaluate their strategies and highlighted the dependency on star power in combat sports. Media reaction and coverage. The media coverage of Fedor's retirement was extensive. From sports networks to social media, the news trended globally, reflecting his status as a beloved figure in the sport. Documentaries and interviews flooded in, aiming to capture the essence of his career and the impact of his decision. This extensive media attention not only celebrated his achievements but also sparked further discussions about athlete health and career longevity in combat sports. The psychological impact on fighters. Fedor's retirement also shed light on the psychological aspects of being a top-level fighter. The pressure to perform, the constant need for physical readiness, and the mental strain of maintaining a public persona can be overwhelming. His decision to retire gracefully allowed other fighters to consider their futures more holistically, valuing health and well-being alongside professional achievements. Fedor's role in globalizing MMA. Emelianenko played a crucial role in globalizing MMA. His fights attracted international attention and brought a spotlight to promotions like Pride FC in Japan and later events worldwide. His cross-border appeal helped the sport grow from a niche interest to a global phenomenon, paving the way for international fighters to make their mark on the world stage. Impact on the sport. Fedor's departure left a void in the heavyweight division that was felt across the entire landscape of MMA. Promotions scrambled to find a new star who could carry the banner as Fedor did. His exit also sparked discussions about the physical and mental toll of the sport, highlighting the bravery and resilience needed not just to compete, but to know when to step away, transitioning into other roles in MMA. After his retirement, Fedor Emelianenko did not sever his ties with the sport he loves. Instead, he transitioned into other influential roles within the MMA community. He took on responsibilities as a coach, mentor, and promoter, helping to shape the future of Russian MMA through his involvement with the Russian MMA Union. His efforts in these roles demonstrate his commitment to nurturing new talent and ensuring the sport's robust growth in his home country and beyond. This transition highlights a significant aspect of his legacy, his dedication to giving back to the community that celebrated his victories alongside him. His story is a powerful narrative about rising to greatness from humble beginnings, resonating widely and adding to the legend that surrounds him. Life after MMA. Post-retirement, Fedor didn't disappear from the martial arts scene. Instead, he took on roles that allowed him to contribute to the sport from the sidelines, coaching, promoting, and supporting upcoming fighters in Russia. His legacy continued not only through his past fights, but also through his ongoing contribution to growing the sport he once dominated. The legacy continues. Fedor's influence stretches beyond his presence in the ring. As a fighter, he was an icon of skill and stoic sportsmanship. As a retired legend, he became a symbol of wise restraint and enduring passion for MMA. New fighters look to his career as a blueprint for success, not just in technique, but in the demeanor of a true champion. So, why did Fedor Emelianenko choose that moment to leave the sport? Perhaps he felt he had achieved everything he set out to do. Or maybe he wanted to preserve his health for a future beyond fighting. Fedor's exit was a moment that shook MMA to its core, reminding us that even legends have their epilogues. As we close this chapter on one of the most illustrious careers in mixed martial arts, we invite you to reflect on the impact of Fedor Emelianenko, not just as a fighter, but as a legend who reshaped the landscape of the sport. Did his departure affect how you view the longevity and legacy in MMA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of MMA, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content like this.